In the last couple weeks, I have a lot of people reaching out to me who open LLCs, following the channel, applied to Mercury, applied to Relay, applied to other accounts, and just couldn't get their accounts open. They have no bank accounts. So they have this LLC and they have no bank accounts open. They can't really use it. Now, if you're a non-resident and you're living outside the US, having an LLC is great, especially if you can get the bank accounts open because you don't have to pay income taxes. You can kind of spend the money however you want. The US dollar is a good currency to have. And if you're doing business in the US, it's easier to sell to Americans with US accounts and US LLCs. Like, I'm not trying to sell you the LLC concept, but what I want to talk about in this video is what are the next steps? What can you do if you've applied and you've gotten these accounts rejected? I'm going to tell you what we do for our clients and how we're helping our clients move forward. If you're not from a restricted country, if you're not from Pakistan, or if you're in like Iraq, or if you're in Russia or something, my heart goes out because I can't really help you that much. And I have a video on what to do if you're from a restricted country. But if you're from the UK, or if you're from Colombia or Mexico or Canada, or like basically any other country, we definitely have solutions. So the first thing we do is we look at the address you're using for your business. If you have a registered agent address, if you opened your company with Busy or InkFile and just, Northwest or LegalZoom or Start Global or one of these other companies that just open LLCs, you have the same address of thousands of other people, and the banks know that it's a registered agent address, and you probably just did your applications wrong or something. Like we look at the address first. If you have a bad address and you haven't gotten anything opened, what we usually do is open a new LLC with one of our private addresses. So we have these addresses that I just rent offices all over the US, mostly in Miami. And I can use it for 30 to 40 to 50 clients until it becomes like burned, so to say, so to speak, I guess would be the way to say it. And then from there, we just get another one and we get more addresses. We help more clients. It's like, that's kind of part of the service now. It's been going well. We get a lot of clients, and this is something we've been able to add on without really increasing the price. And it's been a lot of value to the clients there, right? So what we generally recommend is create a new company with a new address and then work directly with the team and me to make sure that we submit the application correctly. The applications for Relay, we have good connections with them and we can confirm the address works. We can basically get the account open. The same with Mercury. If we have a good address, a unique address, and you're not from a restricted country, we can help you fill out the application in a way that will improve your chances of getting your account opened. RelayFi and Mercury are just really great tools, really great banks to use. They're not banks, but they're really great fintech, software banks, whatever. The second step, if we can't get those open, we have contacts at physical banks. So you could fly to the US and push it with banks and do that. And we often do help our clients when they fly to Miami. We introduce them to bankers and we go through that. We provide all the documents. We help them get the accounts open at like Chase Bank and at other banks. We have a lot of contacts at banks in the US. But it depends on what state you're going to, what state your LLC is open. I'm in Texas a lot now. And a lot of the banks won't open a bank account for me if I don't have a company registered in Texas. So it depends where you're going to be traveling. It would be, the LLC you open. So if you're in Mexico and you go to Texas a lot, I'd probably recommend just opening a Texas LLC instead of a Wyoming LLC, just so you can get the bank account open. Now, for our clients, we have other banks that we can refer them to that can do it remotely without visiting the US. Some require deposits, small deposits, bigger deposits. Some require knowing the right person. Some only work with certain types of businesses. We have a whole list of bankers that we deal with and work with. I haven't found a way to kind of like keep it valuable and not burn the bankers, because the reason the bankers work with us is because we have a good reputation with them. We have good experience with them, and we only refer them to clients that we know they can help. So I can't like publish the list, because then everyone will just contact them and the bankers won't work with me anymore. If you want to keep the LLC you have and you don't want to set up a new LLC with a good address, you can actually change the address of your LLC by filing a document with the state to change the address with the state, and then you file the form 8822B with the IRS, and then you have to call them and request a new EIN letter. But like I said, when clients work with us, it's so cheap to open an LLC. We generally will just create a new LLC. If you don't have anything open for the old one yet, we'll just create a new one. It's faster to get a new LLC and EIN letter than it is to change the documents on an old existing LLC, just because the IRS, the process for changing an address and getting a new letter from the IRS is more complicated than just getting a new EIN letter from the IRS. It's really tough, and I wish I had better solutions, but I wanted to give you guys encouragement that don't give up. If you have family members or friends in the US or people who actually live in the US and you can use their address as your business address, I don't like to have public addresses of like people who are in the US, but it might help you get the account open, because these registered agent addresses, Mercury is really the only institution that'll actually let you open an account with a registered agent address, especially if your home address is outside the US. If you're from the US and you have a US home address, you can still get it pushed through, but really Mercury is the only one that can still work with some registered agent addresses, and it's not even guaranteed. It's only sometimes. It's like really hit or miss with them. And I'm just trying to give you guys the best advice to get these accounts open, because once you get them open, then you're making money, you're paying no taxes, and you can watch the rest of my videos on how to keep the compliance ready. So I have videos that I've already gone over on incorporating the LLC, on finding addresses, on finding the getting phone numbers and all that stuff. And like it's a puzzle, it's mishmash, the stuff changes all the time. But the most important thing is just having a good address, putting it correctly spelled on the LLC articles as your business address and on your EIN letter, and then using those documents to apply for bank accounts. Again, that's like the biggest thing right now. You can still do a lot of it online yourself if you get those addresses. It's just not easy to find a good address, and it's different with every institution. So if you want to skip through this, I'm definitely happy to I'm still taking clients. I'm helping people do this. Obviously, if you have a lot of time and you don't have any money, I'm trying to help you guys, show you how to do it online and how to do it for like as low cost possible by signing up for a little address, signing up for this and that. But to be honest with you, if you have a business at all, we're doing our regular peace of mind package is $250 a month, and it includes the private address, and we help you open all the bank accounts. And it's the same as like these other websites that have a true lease address or whatever. They're not even real unique addresses. I'm getting new addresses every month. I'm trying to help out my clients with this. So if you're interested in working with us, I'd encourage you to schedule a call with my team to see if it'd be a good fit at jamesbakercpa.com/schedule. And if you want to schedule a call with me, you can on there too. I'm doing the technical calls still. I don't have that many times, but I love to help you guys out. Again, I'm just trying to help as much as possible and share my experiences here. I'm doing all the same stuff too. I just open up these LLCs and I use a dumb address, and I'm like struggling to get the bank accounts open. I'm calling banks. I'm spending all this time trying to figure out the best way to work around these addresses. And it's just been tough if I'm not using one of my own actual addresses. Even I can't do it. I'm still struggling as a U.S. resident, U.S. citizen with the driver's licenses here to get these accounts open when I use a dumb registered agent address for my company. So I wish you guys the best of luck. Hope to talk to you soon. Hope to help you out. And I have more videos coming up on the channel. So like and subscribe. See you later.